What's up, gamers? Chad here. Yeah, welcome to midnight, I guess. Um, this got nerfed the same night that I got this like video. I haven't really had any like main raids yet, really. So I don't have any videos yet for the later bosses, but I'm probably gonna make a video for every heroic boss once my guilds start hitting them as well. Yeah, let's go into Imperator some shit. I don't know what his name is. So, I pre-ramped for this. One thing that I saw on Lorgs, for example, was that a lot of people were ramping around like the soaks, but the problem with the soak ramp is that if your guild deals with the soak well, it does like basically nothing. The like rated damage initial hit, at least I think it's like a 70k hit or some shit. I think the soaks can go down even lower than that, and this guild also just stacked AMCs on a lot of these, as you can see here. So very few of them actually did anything, it felt like. If your guild struggles with the soak, it's going to deal a lot more damage than the rated damage, like a Bigwig's timer that you can see here. In that case, you just ramp for the soaks instead. But I opted to ramp for the raid damage. Because of the CD of Evanch, though, I do end up sending one Evanch into the soaks as well. It's not a huge deal, it's just a slight discrepancy if your guild does it well. On this boss, obviously, I'm trying to snipe as many pets as I can with Shadow or Death, because we have a lot of ads. It gets our mana back, helps just with a lot of like passive throughput. It's very nice. Because we still have like the dot running here, for example. Making sure I'm penacing as much as I can defensively, making sure I'm sending those void shields. Got 2 procs going into this raid damage, for example. And then I just use Expiation here to burst a little bit. Mind Blast, Shadow or Death. Got our dot running. Big crank. The ads timer goes out, which is a little bit after that we get the soaks. And as you can see here, my Evanch is coming back up, so that's what I'm going to be sending here. You still have the dot running from the raid damage. So you still have something to hit, even if your like soak is dealing no damage. Dot is very strong right now as well, so I do try to like dot a lot. It's really nice. I think the correct way to play this boss is probably to be a little bit more diligent even, dotting all the like elites here, for example. But I instead try to like make sure I hit these like Void Moss with like a Shadow or Death early. If I hit it early, I could get 2 Shadow or Deaths each like ad cycle, which got me like higher chance to get a bunch of pets to get my mana back, and that meant that I could keep atonements active more often. Disc ceiling profile is a lot more flat now, and I think that like playing around being able to like have more atonements active is really good. We got the soaks again, and I cycle a rat here, I think. No, I don't. We have raid damage coming up, and I just go into Evanch here, don't I? Yeah, I do. Bait out, or rather, we get a void shield here. Last rad, and then we're gonna expiation this, I think. Yep, a little bit late. Had to dot the ad. The boss and rage is here, which is not ideal, I guess, but your guild might kill this boss a little faster than we did. We struggled a little bit with DPS on this boss. This is my 3rd guild, I think. We're like usually we prog heroic quite a bit, so it's not one of my cutting edge guilds. Got my 2nd Shadow or Death there. Unfortunately, I didn't spawn any ads, and I don't know why. Very weird. Anyway, raid damage is coming up. I didn't hit this very well, obviously. I had Rad there, and I used Mind Blast before the damage even went out. I should have just waited. Even though people were slightly low, it's probably just better. I dot some ads. And it's just not a whole lot of damage in this cycle. You're just gonna go like a double soak into the intermission here. You're still ticking a lot during the intermission, so there's still a lot to heal, to be fair, but yeah, it's not as much as like the rated damage into soaks, for sure. Again here, making sure I'm sniping with Shadow or Death. Our pets are super strong. I got the double proc here. I should probably trigger them more, but it is what it is. Because of how I used uppies here as well, I used my first use quite early, and because we have a long pull, I get 2 uses out of it. I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's always good to like think more about like how useful your like uppies use is, rather than just getting 2 uses arbitrarily. Raid damage is coming up here. I think I wanted to uppies this. Don't think that ended up happening. Luckily, we're an execute here, so we are a monster. We have triple pet. Life is good. Soaks are coming. That's probably where I'll end up sending my uppies. Yep, let's see. Ultimate Penitence. There we go. The boss is gonna die here, so you can just use your resources. If you're in this stage of a fight, you can just like send anything you have if you don't have anything super dangerous coming up. Like on Heroic, it doesn't really matter. I don't really know why, but quite often like in all of my guilds, we've had like empowered ads, or like the boss gets like momentarily empowered and fucking cranks. It's pretty good for you if you can heal through it. It's extra damage. All right. That is Imperator Averzian. I think that's his name. I'm gonna make a video for every heroic boss. A lot of these are quite simple. This isn't the way it used to be, where I need to like run you like I don't need to run you through like the super tight timers and all of that anymore. It's a lot more about like the like Shadow Deaths, the like ad sniping. It's a lot more about like where you put your evange. And it's a lot more about how like you cycle your penances, whether you're like sitting on 2 stacks too often, stuff like that. So a lot of my commentaries will be a bit more like they'll be a bit less stringent for sure. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be back with a voracious video very soon. Goodbye.